Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 8 of season 1. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. The first 7 episodes have been uploaded, and the last episode was getting very interesting. You know, I really love Rebecca. I think she's a great character, but I'm scared that she's going to go against KLAUS. You know, she seems to have like some sort of hatred towards him. She blames him for everything, all the bad problems that are going on with the family. You know, she has got justification for it, to be honest, because he's always seemed to take his anger out on his siblings. He's daggered them multiple times. He's kept her in a box, as we know, for 52 years when MARCEL was alive, and then 92 years when Stefan was alive. So that's a combined of 144 years that she's been daggered. So it's understandable that she's wary of everything that he does, and she always thinks that he's got a hidden agenda. He's always thinking of himself. It looks like she might be swaying towards MARCEL on his team, because she went down to speak to him. He was like, look, took her down into like his little dungeon thing that he has, you know, like where he's got all his prisoners bricked up, and he was like, this house, I was going to build it for you, look at these drawings, this is what I planned out, this is our life together, but I had the foundations built just before you and your family ran away. And she said, well, we didn't run away, we fled, you know, people was attacking us. He was saying, yeah, but you never actually come back and looked for me. She was like, well, I thought you was dead. He was like, well, while you ran away, I stayed there, I built it, I use this as my dungeon now, and I was the one that brought the city up. And he was saying, you know, KLAUS is the problem. He's been the problem for so long. He's the reason that you run. He's the reason that you're scared. Come and work for me. Well, he didn't say come and work for me, but he's pretty much implying like, let's work together and take him out. You know, she said, look, we can't take him out. If you kill the original, then every single person that's under his bloodline dies as well, so you would go. And he said, well, we'll just get him down here then. We'll brick him up, we'll chain him up, we'll lock him down here forever. It's interesting because it can work. We've seen it. Her dad's been chained up for so long. Silas was chained up as well. So it is something that can work. Tyler returned as well. He was the one that took Haley, not MARCEL, who I thought it was. He done an experiment pretty much. He wanted to see if he could still make hybrids. He chained Haley up. He had a volunteer of one of the wolves. He went in, took some injections out of her belly, put it into the guy, and he transitioned into a hybrid. It was interesting though, because it looked like he was sired, yeah, to Haley, or maybe the baby, I don't know, but it was definitely to Haley in this situation. And you know, everything, and Haley was like, attack Tyler, and he went for it. Tyler ended up actually killing him. KLAUS has found him as well. He had a good fight, he nearly killed him, but he said, look, I'm not going to kill you, mate. The best thing that I could do to you is make you shit scared and run, and make you literally look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. Keep running, keep hiding. He fed information, or somebody fed information, that KLAUS knew this all along, that the baby and Haley could sire and create new hybrids, and that's the whole reason why KLAUS is actually interested in this baby, because he wants to raise his own army. You know, even Elijah jumped onto that wagon without even asking KLAUS any information at all. They literally assumed, yeah, that's 100% accurate, went over and blamed him. KLAUS didn't, you know, the type of person that KLAUS is, he's not going to stand there and defend his actions. He literally took it as if like that was something that he was going to do, even though in my personal opinion that he didn't know that information. When he was saying it, when he found out personally that the baby could sire new hybrids, I think that he looked quite shocked. And I was saying that sometimes people need to give other people a second chance to actually explain their actions and what they're doing, instead of just taking something off face value. KLAUS, you know, he was fuming. He went over, he bit Elijah, and then he left. Obviously Elijah's not going to die, he's an original, but he's going to suffer some sort of like hallucinations and stuff like that. And then we had the end scene with KLAUS and Rebecca. He was saying, look, now Elijah's out the way, he's not going to, you know, help me out, he's not going to work with me. I'm going to have you to be on my side. You're going to have to come, you're going to have to infiltrate MARCEL. You're getting close to him, you're going to have to tail him, be with him, get information, relate back to me. I need to know what he's doing, where he's going, and what's going on. Like I was saying at the very start, I don't know if she's going to be on his side or MARCEL's, because both of them, well, she's getting close to MARCEL, and he's giving her like an ultimatum, and then KLAUS is the one on this side bossing her around, and she's like, why should I help you? And he's like, because you're family, mate, and that's what you need to do. So I literally don't know what's going on. Literally, I don't know whose side she's going to take. I think it's all going to sway on Rebecca's decision of, is she going to pick family over love, so to speak, because she seems to be hardcore in for MARCEL. Definitely a first love, probably a last. It's well interesting, so I can't wait to jump into today's episode. You know, I can't wait to see what goes on. More action, more fighting, more killing, all the good stuff this show's given us so far, and hopefully long continues. So If you do enjoy today's video, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. And also the full videos in the description to watch on the Patreon if you want to watch the full entirety of the show. Let's go.
I should never have come back here. This is a town where I fell in love.
You should know Marcel and I are not on the best of terms right now. Are you even Catholic?
I've been on this earth for 1,000 years. I can't say for certain that I believe in anything like a god. So will you hear my confession or not? I am a liar, a betrayer. I have conspired against my own blood.
Oh, it sounds like she's going with Marcel, but... Oh, 24 hours earlier.
If I see him, I'll be sure to ask if he's still sore at you.
You've been giving me the devil's eye all morning. I've made some very offensive accusations about my intentions towards my child. He deserves a day or two of discomfort. You know my preferred method of punishment for your indiscretions.
Oh, he is suffering a bit though. Look at him.
Here, drink this.
Forgive me, please.
It's okay. It doesn't help that we decided to shack up in the middle of a swamp either. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Please, just return to your reading.
Just a regular Bible.
This fever will make me unstable. Now, once these hallucinations begin, I'll start to see things.
I'm not leaving you like this.
Oh no, it's a wolf. Yeah. It can't be a mum. I'm not having it.
This kid is an old enemy of your favorite person, Klaus. Now, he's got plenty to say.
When Klaus became the hybrid, he figured out a way to turn full-bred werewolves into creatures like him. You're looking at one of them. And the toxins in our bites could still kill a vampire. But on the downside, we were loyal to him.
He figured out a way to break free of it.
And I helped the rest of them, too.
Don't mind me, I'm fascinated by this story. What Tyler was about to tell you is that my brother can use his baby's blood to sire more hybrids. So Tyler, I assume you are trying to rally this lot into making sure the baby isn't born.
She's not here to fight us. She's here to help us.
That is enough talk about harming that baby. Klaus is the one we're putting a stop to.
I was thinking she's going to go after the kid. I was like, what? You know, because she likes Haley and she, you know, so that is interesting. So it's Klaus that she wants to go after. Tyler was obviously wanting to go after the baby. The baby's a better option, personally. You know, take that out. You just got Klaus. I don't think they could take out Klaus, me. But then again, if it's so many on them, he's going to need Elijah to be on his side. He's literally going to have family to fight all these because there's going to be a lot of them. They've kind of got Davina, and they don't know that. If she's loyal to Elijah and Elijah stays loyal to Klaus, even though Klaus has so far done some bad shit to him since the start of this season, then it will be interesting because these have got a massive army and Klaus has got a small one so far. He might even be his lonesome right now.
My siblings are as deceitful and diseased as my parents ever were, trusting others before their own blood. Pipe, please.
What's the point? You just repeat the same thing over and over again.
If the daggers weren't missing, I would rid myself of the burden of my siblings for a couple of centuries.
Look at his
Try to
face.
cycle over and over again. Then you compel me to forget everything as soon as I leave your presence because you're too scared to trust.
I am scared of nothing. What is this? You're on your own time.
This is my time. You steal it from me.
Where are we going to put Klaus? I don't want him fomenting dissent. It's going to be tough to keep him in here. That little witch of yours will put the odds in our favor.
I can't even get her out of the church attic, much less rely on her to go to battle against Klaus.
Betrayal makes him particularly nasty.
You're not getting second thoughts now, are you?
I should have buried him 100 years ago.
I don't know if he's using her or not. Right now, I don't think he is, but...
Celeste. Sorry.
Whoever she was smoking hot.
I should go.
Someone's there.
Watched.
Imagine seeing that. Oh, I love that song as well, mate. Celeste, is that the girl then that Elijah was with when Rebecca was telling the story when she said that even Elijah was happy? I don't know. Was that when she took was it the mayor's son upstairs when she asked could she turn him? Klaus was feeding on two girls. He was with another girl and she said even he was happy. Maybe that was her. And obviously then Klaus was like, nope, you can't turn him, and then launched that guy off the balcony. He's not side now, is there? Compelled, whatever.
Never get used to that.
And it just so happens I have the role of a lifetime for you.
What do you got, Josh?
Klaus wants me to steal some dagger from you.
You tell him you saw I had it on me.
But Marcel's on red alert, surrounded by, like, an army. Unless
what?
apparently he's clearing out the compound tonight for a date or something.
I run New Orleans. There will be a permanent daylight ring in it for you. If you ever betray me, you spend the rest of your eternal life in exquisite agony.
I would double play Marcel, me. Like, literally, if it was anything to do with Klaus, I'd literally double play everyone and get on Klaus's side. I would come in and say, look, he's told me to say this and this and this. Like, literally. He's thinking it as well, look. He's thinking it, mate.
What do you want?
It's Pachin. I'd like to talk to you about your niece, Camille. I compel her. Her mind churns with the permutations of what happened in this church. She needs to leave. She gave me a piece of her mind earlier today. I would have killed others for less. Convince her to walk away from New Orleans, or I will be forced to compel her to go.
Sacrificing my joy to temper my brother's mischief.
It would take 100 witches to put him in his place. He only ever listens to you.
Yes, certainly needs a little discipline. Spanking of some kind is in order. I think I should need some rehearsal. Flooded with these torturous memories. You have to leave.
So you're having weird retro sex dreams. Get over it. Guessing she's the one that left the mystery Bible on the doorstep last night.
Find her, learn what you can.
I like how she's staying, but he's not going to die, is he? So
You've been avoiding my calls.
A little pissed off lately.
You have something of mine.
Sorry.
oh,
You don't apologize, Nick. You just act.
here we go, fight.
Evil bastard Klaus has gone too far. How positively biblical. You think you can subdue me with this?
But I think I can with this.
Do you hear this? Ice cream man. Literally, I would transition into a wolf because my bite would be fatal to all of them. So even like, I would know if I was Klaus that they can't kill me. They may be able to capture me, but they can't kill me. But I can literally take multiple out, like kill them dead and gone. So they're going to be wary. So I would transition into my hybrid side, my wolf side, and I would go after a few of them. You take one or two out, a few might get scared and might back off as well. And then you've got like more fair game to fight. But they have got a lot of people there. And it's interesting that Rebecca actually just shown her face. She just walked straight out in it. Like, look, I've had enough. We've had enough. She's shown that she's part of his plan. And obviously we did get, at the start of the episode, she said to the priest, forgive me, Father, I've sinned. So I'm assuming that Klaus is going to get taken. She's going to regret it in 24 hours time, which would be the present at the start. Oh, right in his father's head.
It's the best New Orleans has to offer.
Is it not enough that you have slaughtered dozens in just these past several weeks?
I've sent rumor that the bodies are a result of the witches.
Celeste is one of those.
Who's Celeste?
Oh, no ways he sentenced his girlfriend to death. Oh, that woman.
Hello to you too.
That I am an original, a hybrid. How long do you think Marcel will stay in power?
Mad.
I would pity those of you who dared to cross me. To borrow a trick from an old friend.
Oh, mate, he's going to get
Whoever
that.
picks up this coin gets to live.
Anyone wants that coin, take it now.
I want Josh to come in.
Oh my God, and get out the stage, personally pacing.
Oh, check her stabbing it. Oh, fucking yes, mate. Get in there. Go on, Klaus. Go on, Klaus, mate.
What?
Won't stop until everyone is dead, and he will kill you too.
Self-proclaimed king of New Orleans, bowing before me.
I hereby pledge my allegiance to you.
Look at that face. That was sick. I mean, I don't know why I didn't transition into the wolf the first time or whatever, the hybrid. I said that one bite and you're down, you're stronger. You've got you got both of them. Did take him a while. They got a few licks in on him, didn't they? They thought they was taking it over. Mate, when their eyes transition, it looks absolutely sick. They know stuff's going down. He definitely was ripping through them then. It was a smart thing to pick it up. Now, I want to know if all the people around are going to start pledging their allegiance to Klaus, because technically he was saying that the person who picks it up survives, everyone else dies. That's what I thought he was kind of saying, so I still want him to go around and kill everybody else, you know. I want the Afro guy to die, man, literally. I forgot his name, but he's got to go. He annoyed me in the first episode we watched in the Vampire Diaries. He's annoyed me ever since, can't wait for him to go. But I think Klaus and Marcel will be a sick team anyway, like together working as a team. What's just happened here as well, bit of Rebecca's fault, you know. I think she's feeling that as well. Like, her play and her part in this has caused multiple deaths, and she couldn't actually take it as well, seeing Klaus get hurt. No matter, she's always saying about, you know, like how much he pisses her off and stuff like that, and how much she wants him to suffer. But let's be honest, when it's getting put down to the wire and a brother's actually getting took out and getting, you know, getting battered, she can't take it. She's there, family. It was creeping in. You could see it. Emotions was running high for her. So it's interesting. And I want to know what's going to happen now with him being on his side. Is he just going to waltz in and take over his gang in his house? Or is he just going to be like, you know, you carry on doing what you're doing, but you're literally under my command now?
I was on my way home, saw you duck in here.
It's the second time this week.
Folks need time to heal. Sean killed innocent people.
I found this in my pocket. It's a secret code Sean and I used to use when we were kids. This means something. I just don't know what.
This town isn't for everybody.
Like, who are you? Why are you following me?
Following you because you brought an original to werewolf country. Want to know what happened to the people in that family tree? Marcel happened.
What did he do?
Strong-armed a witch into putting a curse on them. Made it so their natural state was wolves. They only turned back human on the full moon.
Elijah, I've got this.
I have this sharp and lingering sensation in my back.
Keep that mark covered up. I just met part of my family.
Oh, she was saying that he's done a curse on them so that they're not humans in the day until the full. Well, normally it's like her, she's chilling as a human, full moon comes, she transitions. They're chilling as a wolf, full moon comes to become human. So that one that we've been seeing in the bushes, that might be a descendant of a father. Well, I'm saying it is. Imagine if it's one of her parents, that would be interesting. I'd like it if it was a dad me, like, you know, a dad's coming to protect her while you can sense that she's having a baby, you want to be there. That would be nice stuff, on it. I don't know if we've technically found out what's actually happened to her mum and dad, but so Davina, I'm assuming, is the one that's cast that spell. She's good friends, well, she's getting on good terms with Elijah. Maybe he can go and he can convince her to retract it, change it, but, you know, something's got to happen to get the wolves back on the side, because this is the only woman. She said everyone else has fled and Marcel's gone after them. She never said he actually killed them, though. He just put a spell on him. I find that quite fascinating, me. I like it how they've actually flipped it around so that they've transitioned from obviously being a wolf in full time instead of being a human full time. It's interesting. She was saying cover that birthmark up because if people find out, they come after her. She said she took hers off, but technically having a big burn mark there, it's a bit more obvious that you had something there. Do you not think? Like, literally, she's got a massive mark now. It's easy to see.
Look, if you're gonna kill me, let's get this over with.
There are rules of engagement in battle, Marcel. Without them, you'd have anarchy.
You can put me back on the street for all I care. Loyalty. It comes only out of love and respect, and it is something that you will never know.
I'd stay in this house, me. Look at it. It's mint.
Tell me what happened to Celeste.
That's not important.
It is important. Show me.
Show me. I like that. Show me. Feel well tight in that. Feel well tight in Elijah.
I had allowed my brother to slip through my grasp. I'd loosened the reins while Celeste consumed my every moment.
Puts it on himself.
To me, the very definition of the word broken suggests that something can be fixed. My brother's salvation. If I surrender this, then tell me, what value would I be?
What a guy. He's literally a top man, isn't he? She's come for it. Go on.
You betrayed me, sister.
Klaus, don't you dare.
Well, perhaps it should be you. And now my child will grow up to call you father.
Has history taught you nothing? We don't abandon you. Nick, you drive us away.
What have I done lately, other than cooperate? The greater good of our plan to reclaim our home. While he controls the empire that we built, that he took.
He's sick out to him, isn't he?
In the one moment to
That's
side
bad,
with my enemies. I wanted our home back. Now I have it.
Progression there by not stabbing one of them, though. And like, no matter what you say. To me, that all stems from them not giving him a chance to explain to himself that he actually cares and wants to be a dad to the child. Like, to me, I've not seen any indication since the child that he found out that he was born yet. Well, I mean, I've not seen any indication since he found out Haley was pregnant and it was going to be his child that he wanted to use that child as a weapon or as leverage or anything. When he said, what use is a king if he doesn't have an heir to the throne? Even Elijah took the mick that he said that last episode. He never even said that in a bad way. I think that is a good way. That's like saying, what's the point? Like, to me, that's saying, yeah, it's just like me saying it now. I'm not a king of anything, but it's kind of like me saying, what's the point in my existence if I'm not got someone else to bring up and show what I've got? And that's what I think personally. Me if I was a dad, yeah, like my whole existence is to have a child and bring it up and do good in the world and do better than me. You know, my mistakes, you can get better. What I've achieved, I want you to succeed even more. I want my knowledge to be passed down to you and not to like dominate and like go out. So to me, I think Klaus just wants to be a dad. I think he's just amazed that he could be one, because for so long they've always thought that they can not have children, and they've took it a bad way. They've literally just took something that someone said and believed it instead of listening to himself. So I'm not I'm not making excuses for Klaus, but I'm just saying that sometimes you do need to understand someone's perspective instead of judging them.
Why would I go anywhere with you?
The child you carry is the only thing on this earth that matters to me. And fight me on this, but you will lose. Anyone else who tries to stop you getting in this car.
I need to know what this symbol is.
My foggy brain. I thought I must be going crazy, like Sean. Somewhere in my subconscious, I was trying to send myself a message. In the Picayune newspaper archives from 1919, those men, I know them.
Okay, so that's going to wrap up live in like 1840 or something. And I looked and it's a picture of him and his mum and dad and that. I'd be like, what the hell, mate? Like, I'd be doing some digging as well. And, you know, I wouldn't believe in. So I can understand where she's coming from with that. Like I was saying previously, like, not to just like repeat myself, but Klaus, everyone judged him and thought that he was using this baby to gain some sort of like control and some sort of army potentially to attack people and create his own little like faction as the baby grows older. And instead, yeah, he actually just wants to be a dad, my personal opinion. He's just happy that he's got a child and that he never realised that he could have one before. And the information that it could actually sire people and create hybrids was new to him last episode, and he never even got his chance to even explain himself. People just put the blame on him and said, you knew it, didn't you? That's what you've always wanted to do, you know? And obviously he's not the type of person to defend himself. He's like, alright, you think that? Fuck you then, do you know what I mean? And then literally attacked Elijah. And then this episode he was hallucinating. We got some backstory from Celeste. Klaus back in the day as he brought some sort of, what did you say it like, he was killing loads of people, and to cover his tracks he was saying that it was the witches that done it. So then he brought people towards the town to go and try and capture and kill all the witches, and turns out they ended up killing one of killing Elijah's girlfriend. And instead of like him blaming Klaus, he kind of blames himself as well, because he's saying that, you know, it's his fault for giving all his time towards her and not actually paying attention to his brother and the things that he's doing. If he was focusing more on what Klaus was doing, he wouldn't have been killing this many people. He wouldn't have brought attention to him. It wouldn't have happened to her. You know, it's crazy the way some people look at it. Like, if you look at it logically, it is all Klaus's fault. But if you look at it nobly, as Elijah, he puts some blame on himself when it's literally no blame on him at all. That's why he's such a great character. And like he was saying, yeah, Haley was saying, why do you even come back? You know, he's literally broken. He's literally broken. He's like, yeah, but that's the thing with things that are broken. They can always get fixed. I've got eternity. I've got a whole literally lifetime. I'm not going to die. What is my point of my existence if I'm not going to be here and I'm not going to try and successfully rebuild my brother, and I'm not going to try and get him back, and I'm going to try and become a better person? You know, that is what you call a noble man. They seem to getting quite closer as well. They ended up touching hands, but, you know, he kind of pulled away. He was like, no, you know, this is not the right thing to do. But I think that obviously he wants to do it, but his morals, he's kind of getting in the way. So I'm interested to see where that finds out. There's obviously a wolf in the bushes who gave her a Bible last episode, telling her that, well, pretty much a family tree, so to speak, and her name is Andrea, but she's obviously called Haley in this. She's born in 1991. She asked where all the other wolves are. They're saying that, look, Marcel's dealt with them, used a witch, and they put a hex on them. Instead of them being humans and then transitioning into wolves on the full moon, they're pretty much permanent wolves, and then when the full moon comes out, they transition into humans. So I was saying that maybe, like, when she was stood at the at the house and she was looking out in the bushes and there was a wolf there. I would like it if that was her dad or something coming up. That's his daughter, you know. She's got a baby. Maybe all the wolves come along. I said that I would like it at some point where everybody stood there and the wolves come stand in front of him, kind of like Game of Thrones, you know, like when they've got an army and wolves in front of them, and they fight for their sort of existence to get their what do you call it, hex took off them as well. You know, I enjoyed the fight with KLAUS. There's loads of them, weren't there? They was all attacking him. I was saying straight away he should have turned into his werewolf side. His bite, it is, well, I say contagious. It literally kills you, doesn't it? Get bit, you're gone. He's not going to help you survive. He didn't transition over. They all ganged up on him. They was all getting a few licks in. This one come over and stabbed him bare times, you know. Afro guy went over and stabbed him as well. He chained him up. Rebecca was looking at him. She looked like she was regretting what she was doing. KLAUS then transitioned into his hybrid side. You see his eyes change, ripped the chains off, started attacking everyone, killing him, smoked them off. Must have killed at least, what was that line? It's about 6, 12, about 18 of him, literally. Done them all in. He's confident as well, you know. At the start, he said, anyone picks up this coin, I'll let you survive. You be on my side, you bow down, mate. Bow down to the king. Well, Rebecca, she was saying, look, you got to do it. If you don't grab this coin now, he's going to come after everyone. He's going to kill them all, mate. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill me. He's going to do it. So Marcel done the only thing that he could do, literally, because that is his life is on the line. He picked it up, bowed down to KLAUS, and now he is literally like his sire. KLAUS has took his possession, his house. He's moving back into his room. I like what Marcel said to him, though. He said, look, down there, yeah, you see all these people. Just because, like, you're in charge now, they're not part of your crew, so to speak. They're not loyal to you. You can't buy loyalty. This comes from, you know, respecting people, you know, doing things for him, gaining trust, gaining respect, gaining love, gaining loyalty. That is something that I've learnt myself. You told me loads of things. You've taught me loads of things, mate, but you've never taught me this. And I was saying, yeah, KLAUS, right, even though he's been on the earth for 1,000 years, he's never actually learnt that, has he? He's never learnt how to be a person that gains trust from somebody. You know, most of the stuff that he does it because, yeah, he probably compels people, or he puts fear in them, and they're like, oh shit, I've got to do it for you. Do you know what I mean? He never does something and then rewards people. It's never like, well done, Josh, pat on the back. Well done, Josh, pat on the back. Here you go, Josh, here's a ring. You know, and then Josh should be like, oh, mate, KLAUS, you know, like he's doing stuff for him. He's getting rewarded. He's feeling like, I like this person. I'm going to do more for him. I'm going to be there for him. I'm going to be his right-hand man. And that's something that he's got to learn, I think. But Rebecca kind of sold him out. We've seen at the start. She's like, forgive me, Father, I've sinned. Started the story. Boom, busted off 24 hours before. And then this played out. So I'm actually amazed that he didn't dagger Elijah, or he didn't dagger Rebecca. Does show some sort of character progression in KLAUS, you know, usually takes one of them out, but he didn't. He restrained from doing it. He said, look, I'm moving out. I'm going to take my kid. I'm going to protect it. I want to be a dad. You guys, I'm done, mate. You literally stay in this house. Don't come near me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Wow, so big statements going on. It's interesting. Is Marcel going to be on his side or is he not? That's what we need to know moving forward. And his camera, what's she going to do? She's going to do some more deep digging. Because like he said to the priest, yeah, he was saying, look, she gets information. She's just going to go in a downward spiral. She's going to dig and dig and dig and dig. And this New Orleans is going to be the death of her. And we need to get her out. But it turns out she's found some information and now she's definitely going to stay. And yeah, I wonder if she's going to be in it for the full entirety of the show, or if she's just gonna cause havoc and then end up getting killed, because we haven't even seen Sophie either. After Agnes has died, we've not seen her in 2 episodes. So what's going to happen to them as well? And the witches, Davina's not really been in it as well, so what is their storyline and how's that going to progress? Maybe we'll find out next episode when she asks Elijah for the spell that she wants to choose, because he gave her one to undo the knot, which she succeeded, and now she gets to pick one herself. So loads of stuff going on. I can't wait to watch the next episode. If you guys did enjoy today's video and you're excited for the series, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.